news broke out, and it is the announcement of total, and when I say total cutting off from Yoruba self-determination struggle known as Ilana Omodua worldwide. Professor Wale Adeniran resigned his membership from the group over allegations of fraud. Yes. Now, Professor Wale Adeniran might not be as popular as Professor Akintoye. And now we have another person, a woman, Onitiri, late MKO's wife, one of his wives. A lot of allegation has been brought forward. People in diaspora, Nigerians, Yorubas in Nigeria, having donated their sweat, their blood, their money. And all of a sudden, they said some group of people, some individuals have cornered the money. There is no transparency. There is no accountability. What did the money go for? And this kind of sheds light on what this struggle is all about and the people who are agitating for it. The spokespeople, the decision makers. When someone decides to be the spokesperson for a movement, the person expects a lot of things. One, the person expects that food, housing, clothing, and general expenses be taken care of. If they are traveling to deliver a paper, whatever it is, they expect money. They expect this to kind of bring about smooth transaction, smooth movement of whatever it is that you are expecting them to represent. That is what it is. But the Yoruba nation, we will get to 2022, Yoruba nation, this somebody collected $20-something thousand, and there is no evidence of it. All of this stems from one person took it. The money was not shared. Sunday Igboho did not get. Pa Akintoye did not get. Akintoye is like, oh, I'm going to keep this one because Wale Adeniran kept the other one. Sunday Igboho on the other end, they said he's selling his property to fend for himself, to take care of certain things. These are the talk that we all know. This is something that has been put out there. Now, Professor Wale Adeniran, he has challenged anybody, whoever it is, that has accused him of this fraud, this allegation, anyone who has sent money to him, to produce evidence of this so-called transaction. In a short video, Adeniran said he stepped aside to allow a thorough investigation into the allegation of fraud leveled against him. He said he wants to use this video, this opportunity, to step aside as chairman of Ilana Omodua worldwide and as a member of Ilana Omodua worldwide, and of course, as a Yoruba nation agitator or spokesperson. He said, I'm going to step down as the participant in this Yoruba nation struggle so as to allow for a thorough, unfettered investigation of all this allegation. His eyes was red. He spoke with so much pain. Now, that does not mean that there are some, little things that have been covered up here and there, or allegation, without, some evidences. But he has challenged whoever, and that is very important here. Whoever it is that sent me money, show the receipt that you transferred this money to my account. Show that you gave me this so we can clear and get over this. Those who have accused him are people who are around him. These are people, this Yoruba nation agitation amongst the spokespeople, the decision maker. A lot of people have said it has turned to this money making, and everyone is jealous and envious of the other. I know how to do it better. It's better I spearhead it. Onitiri has his own group now. Akintoye has his own group. But this Yoruba nation agitation and declaration, reclamation, how effective is it? Does it make any sense? Well, to a lot of people who are supporters of Onitiri, it makes sense to them. Some of them have even started planting, flags erecting in some land. And with this, they believe that they are reclaiming. They say reclamation is a gradual process. It can be done with a lot of people coming out to declare their ownership of their land, saying we are not worried about one Nigeria. You can go ahead with your one Nigeria, whoever wants to be one Nigeria. But how can you have two states? How can you have two nations in one piece of land? Or let us say in Nigeria as it is. How is that possible? How can a governor of a state who believes that he has the mandate to coordinate that state, and all of a sudden there is another state, another country being formed or something? This is going to be complex. In a Senate climb, this would have been sorted out easily, but we know that getting Nigeria to break is not going to come easy. Now, with this fraud allegation that has been brought forward, this has kind of made the one Nigerian people laugh. It has made them kind of celebrate. They say, oh, look at them, they've not even gotten their Nigeria, their Yoruba nation, the Oduduwa nation out of Nigeria. They're already accusing each other of fraud, of stealing money. Is it not the same thing that is happening? And look at it. How much is this money compared to the money that corrupt politicians are just taking, looting in Nigeria? This tells you that to have a new nation, to have a new name, is not a big deal. What you need to understand is this. Is there a structure, a system? When they started talking about money, I thought there was going to be a committee, and that committee will be like, in quote, not the corrupt EFCC that we have. That committee will be created to monitor, to manage money that, in fact, the committee will have probably like 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 or as much as 100 signatories to it, to manage, to make sure that this amount of money that got in here, this is how things are supposed to be done. But unfortunately, you know how it is. This Nigeria mentality, this spirit of Nigeria, this blood of Nigeria that is inside many people who are calling for breakup. They say we want to break up. The Fulani, there's nothing. It's like putting old wine in a new bottle. That's what it is. They are screaming and shouting, want to break apart, but they are operating like Nigerians in their new nation. You see that this is very complex because a lot of people do not understand this thing. I thought there will be a committee that will manage account. The money will get into that account. There will be signatory. Any money that is needed by Akintoye, Onitiri, money needed by anybody, you will have to apply for it. This is what I need for this. And this money will be given to you and it will be signed. We will know that Onitiri took this person took that for payment of rent, payment of this, payment of that. That's what it's supposed to be. That is what they call accountability. But unfortunately, they are still operating in that, corrupt system. A system that gives room to somebody stole money. Fraud. I think that is the only solution. But, if this is not done, you continually have allegation put on Akintoye, allegation put on Onitiri, allegation put on Koyeki, allegation put on Sunday Igboho, allegation put on this person and the other. So, what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. This is getting serious. Don't forget to like and share.